Hey, welcome to my midlife crisis. This is Hairbrush Poetry Jam, and today I'm going to read a poem I wrote called My Song. This is about the kind of energy that I like to bring whenever I'm dancing. So I didn't do a lot of clubbing when I was in college, and like when you go to weddings and things like that, a lot of times there's not very many people on the dance floor, but um, there's very few times where you get to capture this kind of energy in your life. And so what I figured out in high school was that whenever there was a dance, I would totally go and have a blast. And I'm a sort of dance like no one is watching kind of girl. So that's the energy that I'm capturing in this poem, and that's what it's about. It's also, there are some things about basically like translating that into how you live. Um, it's a really hard thing to do, even if you feel really strongly about it, because it always seems like the pressure to really fit in with everyone else or to fulfill like expectations that people might have. Like that sort of pressure is really heavy. So I'm going to share this with you. Hopefully it will inspire you and strengthen you. That's what it's doing for me. And here it is, my song. I'm jumping and I'm spinning and I'm glowing and I'm living, and I'll never ever miss another sweaty night like this, because the pounding in my veins is just the thrumming of the bass. I stomp and my heart drops in here. Now everything is sane. You know the moment when you break. You've handled everything you take until the power thunders through you and you cannot make mistakes. And now I only breathe to scream, to pull in every part of me, to show the emptiness is over as I flow in ecstasy. So hear my call to madness, call to darkness and to joy. Hear my crazy cry of freedom, one of passions to explore. I call to each of you to listen to the singing of your soul and know the song that overwhelms you is the one you need the most. So now you stand up and you own it. You take everything and more, because the last thing you can handle is the slamming of that door. You just surround yourself with sanity, the kind that's only yours, and then you'll know my song. It's kind of long but full of hopes and cures. Okay, so I'm married, but it's the best kind of marriage. He's my best friend, and he's a fantasy novelist. His name is Jesse, and he's not always a patient kind of person, but he's always really patient with me, and I think that's really magical. It turns out I'm a pretty tough nut to crack, and he never gave up on me, so here we are. We have 2 kids and 4 dogs, and we run a pretty creative kind of house. So I want to give you a little glimpse into our lifestyle with a segment I'm calling Highlights from the Daily Report. So these are put together by social media posts that I do throughout the week that I call the Daily Report. And if you want to get this earlier, you can follow me on Facebook and Twitter and see them when they come out. And I'm just going to share with you a little bit of sampling from them. I have decided to take up hobby dentistry. I'm certain there are no downsides. My pinky burn is not healing well. 30 plus years in the kitchen, and I cannot remember hot things are hot. Ordering groceries is heroic. Also, our new career model is punk rock all the way. And turns out Whistle Pig is stronger than I am. Okay, so there's only one thing left to do. I think like a scholar and spin like a baller, so hit the subscribe if you care what I holler, the bell and the like, and you'll show me some love. My jam is a poem. I don't ask for much because who needs a microphone? I have a hairbrush.